Yeah. First of all, the basic behavior was very well, directly with the highest intensity in our pressing, and after that, very good moments in our ball possession with a lot of confidence to keep the ball in these moments, and how we scored. Especially the first goal was great, and all the guys had a good connection all together. And it starts then with our goalkeeper and built up with the center backs, six position good behavior, and also then the guys in our offensive line very well.
Next, we have Daniel Ribe.
Sandro, Mohammed Sofo has 7 goals in all competitions this year. How impressed are you that he's kind of taken this role that he's kind of sprung into the starting 11 and kind of like cemented himself in this role?
Yeah, that's of course it's a great development, and it's not only because of the numbers how he scored. It's more the way, and it's I think that's a very good example. It's a good result from all the coaches from the second team last year, now from our coaching staff, and he did it great, especially the last couple of weeks. Good progress, and to be very aggressive against the ball, and also with this quality in one against one situation with the deep runs. Yeah, it's very good.
Next, we have Roger.
Hey, Coach, how would you evaluate Duncan's performance today, especially since he seemed the one marking Zaha the most?
Ronnie Donker? Kyle Duncan.
Kyle Duncan.
Yeah, Kyle Duncan it's great. He's playing all the games after his long-term injury, Saturday, midweek, Saturday. So it's great, very aggressive, very serious. That's important for him, individual in his defense behavior, and also to play very clean in our build-up, to feel the responsibility to find the right position. Today, his position was in our build-up as a right wing-back, to stay between the winger and the fullback, and he did it very well. And it's great. It's great in which physical spot he is after his injury, and he's able directly to play 90 minutes Saturday, then Wednesday 90 minutes, and now we will see how's the starting lineup on Saturday.
Next, we have Gary.
Evening, Coach. With the Bogarts got his first start tonight, got his first
Yeah.
goal. Can you give an overall impression of his performance tonight? Because it looked pretty well out there.
Yeah, was with and also Wiki together. The intensity, first of all, and Victor as well. I agree 100%. His performance and his quick steps every time to be ready in our quick reaction after losing ball with the ball, and how we scored the first goal with the top deep run between center back, full back, and how he finished. This was really good. And yeah, we had seen this the last couple of weeks in the training session, his development, and now it's good that he has also first goal in the MLS. It's great, and now we have to continue that forward.
Next, we have George.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the competition that's currently happening within the team? These guys are obviously bringing out the best in each other when it comes to game day during your week of practice, because everybody's just playing amazing right now.
Yeah, it's great, and of course when we have a lot of games, and we talked after LA Galaxy, and we played Wednesday Nashville, Saturday NYCFC, and we didn't change a lot in the starting lineup, and this was then to think about, okay, we have to change, and we did it last Wednesday in the US Open Cup very well with all these rotations. That we need everyone, and so the decision was then clear that we are playing with a similar starting lineup. The only change was AJ Marcusi for Carlos for AJ Marcusi now compared to the last week. And of course, we will have some rotations on Saturday. That's clear. Emil Forsberg will play. That's clear in our starting lineup because he's our captain. And now he has fresh legs. That's very important for us. And it's good to have these competitions to keep the group together, and that everyone has a chance to play, to get minutes, to be important for us. And this is really good.
Next, we go to Michael Batista.
Coach, with the stoppage time penalty kick, I'm just curious. It looked as though you told somebody in Daniel Edelman. He ran over to the spot. It looked like Cameron Harper was going to shoot it. Chupo took the shot and converted. Was that your choice? Was it just like he was the hot foot? What was the decision behind that?
First of all, it's good that everyone, and especially that Cam, that he wants to take the penalty. That's good, but it's 3-2. It's always to play serious from the beginning of the game until the end, and it's clear when Emil and Chupo is on the field. That's clear that they are taking the penalty.
Next to Daniel Uribe.
Sandro, you're coming up on your 9th game this month on this weekend. Just talk about what you've kind of learned from this group with the multiple ups and downs throughout the chaotic month and you know going into this international break.
Yeah, it seems a little bit these up and downs because we lost NYCFC, which was not good in our performance, of course. But when we are looking to the picture after Inter Miami, we played 7 games, we won 5. But now I said this directly in our locker room to keep the focus, the concentration on Saturday. This is the last game now for our national break, and this is now the main focus for Saturday. And it's a tough schedule, but it's okay. And we are physically, I said this after DC United, in a top spot, and all these guys. And it's a great work from the performance team as well, from the whole medical. And now on Saturday, to come down now, to relax, 2 training sessions tomorrow and on Friday, and then to be ready next opponent on Saturday against Atlanta.
Next to Anthony.
Coach Choupo-Moting is on 9 goals. This team hasn't had a striker that has had that many goals in a very long time. How
many
important?
penalties?
Well, what is it now? 3, I think. 4.
I don't know.
There you go. He's there. But how important is that to you, who last year struggled a bit from the pure striker position, to have someone like Choupo-Moting in that spot this year?
Yeah, it's with Emil, our leaders, with their qualities on the field, and it's good that Chupo, and we know everyone his quality, and he's taking always the responsibility, then also with the penalty, which is important for us, and to build up his confidence, to able to score every weekend, 2 games, 3 games in a row, and that's great. It's a very good player, very good character, so it's good, and we have to keep him like in this level.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with Coach. We'll take those on Zoom. First, go to Voss, and then finish up with Dan. Voss, you have the floor.
Just wanted to ask you about the partnership between Choupo-Moting and Sofo. We've seen them at the celebrations of the goals really connecting, and also the play on the field speaks for itself. So can you just comment on how he's also helping, not just with the goals and the assists, but also in mentoring these younger guys around him?
I haven't seen how they celebrate, to be honest. I don't know exactly how they celebrate, but yeah, it's the result of the whole group. And what I said so many times, Chupo, Emil, Luis Morgan, all these experience, John Nealis, Danny Edelman as well, they have the feeling, the responsibility for the whole group, and you need these players in the locker room and off the field, on the field. And it's great, and also it's good then for the young players as well to learn not only sometimes from the coach, maybe what he's saying. Sometimes it's very important as well what the experienced guys with their experience in their career, talking to the guys, and they have to listen to these guys. And it's a great group. What I said to them so many times, it's a great group. But now Saturday, Atlanta.
And we'll finish up with Dan.
Sandro, congratulations on the victory. Outside of Kyle doing very well defending Zaha, talk about what Sean Nealis and Noah Ayla did against Ajimong. They held them off very well. And just to follow what you said about Emil, how happy are you that you didn't have to use him in this one? The match was basically well in hand, even though the final whistle finally came after the second penalty was converted by Choupo-Moting.
Yeah, but it's clear that we need Emil. But now when we are playing Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, all these games, and it's clear that all the guys, that they need fresh legs for the next game. So, but at the end, what I said is clear that Emil is playing on Saturday, our captain. And what was the first question?
What was it?
No.
Stopping.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, defense. yeah, we talked in the morning in our pre-match meeting. We had yesterday a video for the guys, and yeah, it's very important to defend against Agimang, against his runs, deep runs in their transition moments, and they did it very well. The connection, our counter press was top today most of the time, especially in the first half. And it's then very important, these shifting moments with the center backs. When Kyle is going out against Zaha, then you need these shifting moments. And it's good now, but now we have to continue this.
3 wins in a row now. Just talk about where this team is at now that we're nearing this end of a compact May schedule. 1 game left going into the international break. Just talk about the ups and downs of this month and what it meant for this team.
Yeah, I think we definitely started out pretty slow this month, not getting the results we wanted, but we picked it up at the middle to end of the month. Really started to just dig deep and find a way to get points, get results. And I think we've been resilient this whole month because, yeah, it hasn't gone our way. But right now, the past 3 games, how the Open Cups looked for us, it's been a really positive note.
That last penalty, obviously, there was a bit of a conversation. Cameron Harper wants to step up, but Eric Choupo-Moting obviously takes it. Talk about you being the captain, what that conversation was like, trying to tell Harper that,
No, I mean, Cam did an amazing job to win the penalty. Like, credit goes to him. But when Emil's our penalty kick taker, he wasn't on the field, and Chupo's our next guy, and so and that's it. Yeah, Chupo was the one to take it.
You talk about the team's resiliency throughout this entire 28-day stretch. What is the one thing that you weren't able to paint a picture about this group, this entire team, that now you're one of the team's leaders about?
Yeah, I mean, I think even tonight, like, we've just shown that we have such a great mentality and our character defensively, but we even dominated with the ball. I think a bunch of these games, like we've showed our quality. Like, we have a bunch of guys on the field that can run, but can also move the ball well and deal with pressure. It's been taxing this month for sure. We've had to rotate. Guys have had to step up, and I think everybody's delivered. And we just want to finish this month strong versus Atlanta now.
Because of many of your players had to step up during this time, does that basically paint a picture of your team having strong character throughout this? Because, as you know, down the road in the season it gets a little tougher from here. But you can feel confident knowing that you guys can face any adversity and just move on?
100%. The season's never going to be perfect, and with us right now, we've battled back. We've found a way to find new light, I think, with new approaches with how we're going to go at a game and find ways to, it was big 3 points against DC, our first away points, and now we want to keep dominating at home and pick up as many points as possible.
You guys have really turned the stadium into a fortress this year, only 1 loss here. How important was it to come back here and be able to get the points against a team like Charlotte, who's got a pretty strong offense?
Yeah, the key is consistency. Like, I think with us in the past, it's been like, oh, we win 1 game and then we lose 2, and then we'll win another, tie, and then we got to start finding ways to put it together here. And this is another consecutive win, and we want to continue to do that versus Atlanta. And yeah, it just shows the grit, the drive. Everybody's super locked in this, so many games right now and taking care of their bodies, really diving into all the film sessions we're having, and I think the work showed tonight too.
You went over to go talk to someone at the end of the game. Could you talk more about that?
Say again?
You went to go talk to someone at the end of the game. Could you talk more about that?
Talk to someone, a fan or something? Or,
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe it was a fan. I said hi to my brother at the end of the game. He was over down below, but yeah, a few fans that were saying hi.
I was asking everybody else, what's the competition like in training? Everybody's just playing out of their mind. You have Lois coming back, so people are going to get shaken up. A lot of games being played. What's the competition like in training every week?
Yeah, it's healthy competition. We have a bunch of guys in a bunch of spots, and everybody's super reliable. I think we all know that we battle each other and make it hard for each other, but it only gets everyone better. So it's really key for us to have these players. And everyone, all the new guys that came in at the beginning of the year, because we're going to need everyone come the end of the year.
Speaking of that competition, how happy were you to kind of get this result with being able to get guys like Emil Forsberg and Choupo-Moting some rest, and seeing a guy like Victor Bogas step up and get a goal?
Yeah, it's quality from the lads today. Like, everybody probably was, we're resting our big guys, but we're able to still get the job done. Having Emil and Choupo obviously is such a benefit for the team to have them on the field, but in games like today when it's raining, like other guys step up, and Victor gets his first goal. It's brilliant from him. Sofo's been amazing. Wiki, he's been relentless as well, like finding ways to get involved. The pressing he does, you got to give credit to that. So it's a good showing today.
¿Puede hablar un poco de lo que está pasando entrenando con todo el equipo y todo el depth del equipo? Nunca se sabe quién va a empezar el juego, quién va a terminar el juego, pero cada que entra está jugando bien.
Bueno, sí, se ha visto eso en los últimos partidos. La verdad es que a mí me parece muy bien darle la oportunidad a cada jugador de la plantilla del equipo. Y también muy feliz porque los que entran, los que inician, lo están haciendo bien, están dando el 100% y bueno, muy contento por ello.
¿Puedo hablar un poco del nivel del equipo desde jugar contra LA hasta ahora?
Sí, claro. Después del partido de LA siento que agarramos más confianza, supimos mantener ese buen partido y lo hemos estado demostrando en estos partidos recientes y bueno, hay que seguir entrenando fuerte y pensar en el próximo partido.
¿Puedo hablar un poco de los fanáticos que vinieron esta noche en la lluvia, estar allá afuera apoyándolos a ustedes?
No, muy feliz, la verdad. Siempre es bueno tener ese apoyo, esa hinchada. Muy feliz por el esfuerzo que hace cada uno de ellos al venir a apoyarnos a nosotros a pesar del clima. Y nada, feliz porque siempre está la hinchada ahí apoyando al equipo.
All right, we'll move to questions in English.
Wiki, you got your first assist of the season today. What do you have to do to push on and keep getting the goal contributions for the rest of the season?
So, hoy tuviste tu primera asistencia. Dime cómo vas a seguir contribuyendo con los goles y haciendo lo que estás haciendo ahora.
No, primeramente muy feliz, la verdad, por mi primera asistencia.
I'm very happy about his first assist.
Tengo que seguir trabajando para conseguir ahora el gol y bueno, mientras siga apoyando al equipo en lo que pueda, pues muy feliz.
I have to keep working on to get that goal and keep helping the team where I can. Questions in English?
Wiki, how nice is it to have the confidence of the coach to constantly have you in the starting lineup, or either you're one of the first guys off the bench?
¿Cómo se siente tener la confianza del profe para empezar y para seguir yendo y jugando?
No, se siente muy bien tener la confianza del coach. Para cualquier jugador, la verdad es que siento que se sentiría bien.
He feels good to have coach's trust, to be able to be out there, and it must feel good for any player to have a coach's trust.
Siento que cuando cada jugador tiene la confianza del coach y de sus compañeros, pues le va perfecto en cada partido, en cada entrenamiento.
So when a player has the trust of his coach and other teammates, he goes out there and does great things.
Sofo, another game, another goal. Talk about it. I wouldn't even know what else to say to you. Just playing amazing right now.
Yeah, it's another game, like you said. You try to anticipate every game with the same hunger. It's always about the next one. The previous one is in the past, so that's the mindset. I try to always move on to the next one. Happy for the win today.
You have goals in 3 straight games now, and you're up to 7 in all competitions. Are you kind of surprised or impressed by yourself with this performance and how you've kind of like cemented your name in the starting 11 going forward?
Not surprised, because I know I have it. Just I think I'm able to show it now. Yeah, because I've always had it in me. Just keep the consistency.
You speak a bit about your confidence. You've been playing really well. You're getting more starts, especially being so young for this team. Speak a little bit about your confidence.
Yeah, confidence, I think it comes with playing a lot of games and also with the people I have around me. My teammates, like Chupomotin, all the experienced players, they try to push me, like training grounds and even in games. So I think it's not only like my performance, it comes with a lot of things, being around the right people also. Yeah.
Besides your performance tonight, Victor getting his first goal in MLS, what did you see on the field for that, and how did you feel for him?
Yeah, I'm very happy for him. The hard work he puts in every training session is amazing. So I think he deserves it. For sure, he deserves it. And yeah, I'm happy for him.
Can you talk a little bit about the competition happening at training that is making you guys bring out the best in each other, and it's kind of like the next man up mentality. Everybody who gets in there is doing something. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, to be honest, like for me, I believe like everyone has great qualities. Yeah, so like the coach also tells us like every player is important. We need everyone. So you try to train at your best because you never know when the team will need you on the pitch. So yeah, the competition is always there. Yeah.
Every time you score, you kind of point to the badge. Can you talk about the pride you have wearing this kit and how much it means to you?
To be honest, like I think I said it at the beginning of the season. Like I think I owe a lot to this club because this is my first club, and to believe in me and to give me the platform to show what I have is something I don't take for granted. So whenever I'm on the pitch, I feel like I have to give everything, even if I'm not performing well. I still try to give like my 100%. Yeah, so the club means a lot for me.
You've had a great season so far. Were you surprised? Were you disappointed when Ghana didn't call you for the AFCON under-20?
No, I'm not in rush. I think it will come. It will come. Like my real focus is on my growth. Like I keep growing, and I know if I keep the consistency and keep working hard, it will happen. It will happen. I don't know when, but definitely it will happen. Yeah.
All right. Any more questions?
You've been playing alongside Choupo-Moting and Forsberg, who are European players. What's one thing that you've learned from the both of them, or one thing each?
To be humble. It doesn't matter how good you are performing. Stay humble and be focused on your game, and also to never be satisfied. Like it doesn't matter if they score 2 goals in a game. The next game is always the most important. They will really forget about the last one. So to have the mindset of never be satisfied. Yeah. Always go for more.